I want to make a Japanese doll room for DC superhero girls Katana, as depicted here in this screenshot from a recent DC superhero girls movie. But I have a problem, which is that my doll shelves are getting very full and I'm running out of space. So I decided to take a page out of My Froggy Stuff's playbook and create my Japanese doll room in a box using this Comic-Con exclusive Katana doll box. First thing to do is to cover up the cardboard color. I don't know if you can tell, but this is a piece of peach colored scrapbook paper with sparkles on it. And here's my full set of scrapbook glue, and I'm using it to attach the peach scrapbook paper to the inside of the box. Then I got this amazing wall decal kit from Joann Fabrics, and it's cherry blossoms and butterflies, which I thought was perfect for Katana. So here I've attached some of the cherry blossom branch and blossom decals to the inside of our box. And here I've added a couple of the butterflies, which I think are just so whimsical and wonderful. Then, using this white scrapbook paper, I attached it to the outer flap of her box. As you can see, there are some seams, but I have ideas for that. I'm going to make her a tatami floor using this piece of burlap. I glued the burlap down to a piece of foam board. Next, I took a piece of black duct tape and I outlined all 4 edges of the burlap. Then I'm going to create some tatami patterns. So basically, I measured the length and the width of the tatami floor, and I put a piece of black duct tape down the middle, and then I put another piece on opposite sides, measuring in thirds, and then I added a final piece, cutting the squares in half. So you now have a pattern for a tatami floor, and I'm going to be inserting it into the box like so. I'm just going to check that it looks good with her bed. If you'd like to see how I made her bed, you can check out the bed video. I think that looks awesome. Now I'm adding some more burlap to the wall, and I'm going to add more black duct tape around the edges, and I'll also divide this into quarters. And now I have the bottom. I'm going to make a shoji screen on top using these wooden dowels. I hot glued those evenly across the wall, and then I filled it in some more by hot gluing more wooden dowel rods. So now I think I have 8 of these, maybe 9. And then using soap stirrers, I hot glued those across the middle to create a shoji screen. We are getting very close to a nice looking Japanese doll room. And then I had 2 more of these torii wood shapes. Remember, torii are Japanese gates. I painted them black and added Mod Podge. Then I have 4 square wood shapes that I'm going to be covering in black duct tape, like so. And then I will be attaching these to the torii so that I can have myself a little side table. So I'm just using hot glue and attaching the 4 wood shapes. Now I've got to cover up the sides, so I have 2 pieces of foam board that I've also covered with black duct tape, and now I've hot glued those to the sides. And now the only thing left to do is to attach the other torii gate wood shape, and now I have myself a little Japanese looking table with slots for putting things in. So it'll go next to Katana's doll bed. And now I can add her sword stand that came with her Comic-Con doll on top of the doll stand, which looked nice. I also found these cute pink small Chinese paper lanterns, and I strung them up on a piece of black twine. And I took these silver beads and I hot glued them to the outside of the doll box, like so. Now I can use them as anchors for my Chinese lanterns. See that? Beautiful. Now, something else you can do is you can use, since it's Christmas time, you can actually hook them onto your Christmas lights, like so, and light them up. And you can string these across the room if you want. Although you would have to make sure that your doll box was next to a plug, conveniently, to keep these on. Just when I thought I was done, I realized I was missing a place for Katana to put her weapons. So I'm going to make her a little weapon rack using this piece from her box. And I wasn't sure how many popsicle sticks I needed, so I painted 3 of them brown. And I basically hot glued it to the back flaps of the weapon rack that she has from her box. Next, I took a bunch of red brads and I punched holes through the outer flap of her doll box. And I will be hooking on her weapons. Here I'm hooking on her one sai, and here I've hooked on the other sai. And I can take her naginata and hang it on these 2 brads. And I can also hang up her wakizashi as well with these 2 brads. I'll hook it on by the little hole in the handle of the sword scabbard, and then I'll just lean the rest of it against the other brad. And here I've hung up her shuriken using 4 more brads. And finally, I hot glued the weapons rack to the flap, so it looks like her naginata is sitting inside the weapons rack. And now I'm all done. Yay! I hope you guys like my Katana Japanese doll room in a box, and I would love to hear what you think in the comments below. If you liked this video, it would really help if you would give it a thumbs up, and I'd also love for you to consider subscribing to my channel. And there we can see Katana has her boots off and she's resting and relaxing in her new doll bedroom. Shoutouts in this video go out to Eugenie Joseph, also known as Risha, Isaiah Martinez, and finally, it's Jam Jam. Thanks everyone for watching and supporting me, and I hope you will subscribe to my channel. Thanks so much.